Welcome to this episode of the Mystery Cast right here on Tales of Earth, the show that we live stream every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/comicstorian. It's a lot to say, guys. Give me
one of these times you'll get it.
We haven't been doing it for at least 8 months.
Yeah. If you want to support us, quiet. You can go to patreon.com/comicstorian, where you get early access to this show as well as other shows. You can also support us by going to the link below to the Tales of Earth merch store. You can't get this anymore. I don't think this is even like a thing anymore.
I don't know.
I'll sell you one for $100.
I'll sell you one for $99.01.
We'll split it. Yeah.
200.
Okay. You can also subscribe to our channel at Tales of Earth on YouTube. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dan. Hi.
I'm Dan T, producer on Twitter and Instagram, and Silo91 CYLOO91 on Twitch.
Andy. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. You can find me at Fryam the Andy on Instagram and Sila. What is it? Silo?
Silo?
Silo.
Silo. You made me say it wrong.
But mine is spelled with zeros.
You shit.
That'd be so funny.
To be fair, it did start as Silo and then eventually evolved into Silu.
But I'm going to do mine with zeros. And I'm going to stream
zero and then an
at the
O
same time as you.
Okay, I don't think I'd even be mad.
Gary,
That would
what's our
just be
show about
hilarious.
today?
The conspiracy that you're actually Silo91.
We could make up that conspiracy pretty easily.
Yeah,
I'm sure we
actually,
can find a way to do that. I am Gary Wayne Cox. You can find me on YouTube at Film Circuit, and Twitter at Film Circuit, and Instagram at Northward Films. In our next episode, we're going to live stream from a missile silo.
Ooh.
Because you can buy
Not
those.
a missile Silu.
Yes,
No.
Missile
With
Silu.
zeros.
That's my
Yes.
stream when I'm playing
No,
a
that's
shooter.
the cross street name. Silu 1. And then, because apparently, you
That'd
could just
be actually
buy a
really
missile.
cool
You
if
could
we
just buy
actually
old
did.
missile silos.
If we did a stream
yes.
from like a missile
be
silo.
cool.
Or
Yeah.
from like a haunted house.
Or Area 51.
Or Area 51 would be sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be cool.
We should choose a really cool spot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Which, by the way, I've started a new thing that I shouldn't be telling people, but if I get 100 viewers for at least a good amount of time, I'll play a scary game. I promised my stream that I would do it.
Can I pick the scary game?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah. It doesn't count if you if it's your version of scary.
No, the one that I found was... crap. It was one that was on Steam that everyone was like, this is incredibly insane. Because I was thinking about doing it as a Halloween stream, and then I kind of chickened out because I was like, I can't do that. I'm going to scare myself. I hyped myself up and scared myself with my own thoughts.
They were good.
But yeah, if you want to check me out and want to watch me get scared.
Pee himself.
The 36 weirdest conspiracy theories on the internet from cracked.com, because we've jumped the shark and
Obviously,
our lists are coming from Cracked now. But we enjoyed, I think it was Cracked, right? That we did one of the lists on. And we
I
really
think so.
enjoyed
I
how
think
it went.
we've done
previous
Crack
lists,
before,
yeah.
and they definitely are fun days.
Fun. Okay, number 36. Entry by Rui Platt. Ever wonder the real reason behind Bush's invasion of Iraq? According to Dr. Michael E. Sala, Ph.D., he wanted to prevent the reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar, Saddam Hussein, from opening Earth to an alien invasion through his actual
I want that
Stargate
to be the real reason we did
left
it.
on Earth by the Anunnaki around 1700 BC.
I'm sorry.
Obviously.
Like at the end it says, obviously.
Obviously.
Sorry, hold on. He's
Yes.
saying we wanted to kill them
Yes.
so
Yes.
that they could
Yes.
reincarnate
No.
to protect us from aliens.
No. We wanted to stop the reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar, which was Saddam Hussein.
Yes.
Okay.
From opening his
Which-
Stargate
okay.
and allowing aliens to invade Earth.
I think
Okay, now
there's
correct me
some-
if I'm wrong, but if you
Yes.
kill someone that reincarnates, they
Yeah, but they'll
just
reincarnate as a baby. We can deal with it later.
Yeah. Baby
Okay.
Saddam.
Yeah. You don't immediately deal with it.
Wait a second. How many years ago was this? Because
The invasion of Iraq? 2001?
19 years ago.
Yeah, 2002.
2020.
Right.
It means they're an adult now.
As an adult. Oh no.
possible.
Oh God, that's
Well, no.
why 2020.
Well, no,
It's
now he's just a skater boy
Yeah,
in
no,
Detroit.
because Saddam Hussein,
And he
we
said,
didn't
"See you
find
later, boy."
We didn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't captured until like 2003. 2005 or 2007 or
much
something
later.
like
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that.
that's
It was a
right.
while. It wasn't
Okay.
immediate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got at least
Which-
another 10 years.
He's still going through
Yeah,
puberty.
yeah, we're good. We're good.
We'll be all right.
Plus, you don't know where he actually reincarnated.
He's the new Dalai Lama.
That'd be awful.
I'm having a particularly paranoid morning. I'm gonna go check, make sure.
Again? You just checked it.
Camera.
Oh.
All right, I have a conspiracy.
Handle it if anything goes wrong.
I have a conspiracy that Gary has been implanted with a
Okay.
self-doubt chip.
It's a suppository.
It's not a self. Sorry. So this is gonna help me, right? Yes.
Yes. Just bend over and relax.
No, I'm just having one of those mornings. I just don't trust technology.
That's fair.
I trust myself.
I wouldn't either.
I don't trust technology.
Because it will rise up against
it's-
us.
I know exactly what you're going through. It's
Yeah.
you know it's right, but the second you go, is it? You have to check.
Yeah.
You
fair.
can't.
Did I? Yeah.
Did
I can
I-
tell
I-
part
well,
of
the thing
him when
is-
he said, "Did I just then?" Was
Wanted to check it
did I
again.
see it right?
Right. Well, and sometimes like I've actually had cameras just stop recording, and so I want to make sure that it's still
No, it definitely has because I once
Yeah.
caught it when we were doing a discussion or something.
They happen. Number 35. WND's Selena Owens believes that the Ice Bucket Challenge is an attempt to recruit Satanists.
That one's accurate because once I did it, I received a pamphlet in the mail.
She sees the challenge.
Satanism.
She sees the challenge as a means to baptize, quote, unknowing participants into Satanism. Believes that the celebrities who participate, like Oprah and Lady Gaga, are the ones who lead the recruitment process.
I mean,
So-
with the way Lady Gaga dresses, I can see the
So
way they filmed that.
I was baptized as a young lad, and I remember the water being lukewarm. So does that mean if you're baptized into the Church of Satan, it has to be ice cold?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was sprinkled.
I think it has to be from a bucket as opposed
Yeah,
to
well,
a
that's
bath.
true. Everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
However,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do love all of these pictures I see of people getting baptized now with squirt guns because of social distancing. They
Oh my
are
word.
Do you accept the Lord
hilarious.
Jesus into your heart? It's like one of the big cannons, though.
They actually just have a baptism hose. All right.
We can get like 20 people
Yeah,
in this.
I was going to say,
couple
depending on
minutes.
your beliefs, you're like, baptize, 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 baptize.
It's a Guinness Book
You're
World
all
Record.
going to- you're all going to heaven.
Jump through the baptism sprinkler.
All right, here we've got the baptism slip and slide.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, we should
would
do
be.
You need to
baptisms
slip
like
and
that,
slide
yes.
Yep. and the
into
little-
Jesus.
Let's
No?
not phrase it like that.
No, I love that. It's the Jesus slip and
Slip
slide.
and sliding into heaven.
He's sitting at the end.
I like
with
into
his
Jesus
arms open.
better. That sounded good.
All right, number 34. Yuri Gagarin became the first human to journey into outer space in 1961. But according to the Lost Cosmonauts conspiracy theory,
we
the
have heard this one.
Yes, the Soviet Union launched manned space flights prior to Gagarin's, and cosmonauts have died in the attempts. This assumption acknowledges Yuri Gagarin as only the first man to survive human space flight.
Wouldn't it be awesome if that's how they worded it when they first...
I mean,
Sorry, what did you
Yuri
say?
Gagarin.
the first man into space.
Yeah.
Man into space,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Survive.
yes.
What?
Survive, survive.
That was weird. Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
The wind or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Even he didn't know.
yeah.
They were like, Yuri, congratulations to be the first man to survive going into space.
like, what?
He's like, wait, what?
Hold the phone.
Considering it was Russia,
I could
it
see
would
it.
not surprise
No,
me.
I could see it,
Yeah.
honestly.
Number 33, Robert Kardashian and Ted Cruz are the same person.
This is my favorite so far.
Out their website, wellawareone.com believes that Robert Kardashian never died but faked his death and changed his identity to Ted Cruz so he could enjoy a successful political career and no longer have to deal with the women in his family.
All right, this is
I
very
could
plausible.
honestly, other than the successful political career,
Yeah.
I could see this.
I was expecting that to go
man.
into the Ted Cruz as the Zodiac Killer because I've heard a
I've
lot
heard
about that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah. Wouldn't the
Man,
Zodiac
I
be
do
killer
not
be
wanna be in
older? Well, we
politics.
don't know what his age was when he was killing people. So, yeah, that's a good point.
Number 32, Everyday Chemistry is purportedly a Beatles album from an alternate universe in which the group never broke up. A man called himself James Richards says he got it from an interdimensional visitor. The album actually consists of mashups made from the Beatles' solo works, but Richards sticks to his theory, arguing that the group members had the same ideas in both universes. So if they made a mashup album in the alternate universe and you brought it here,
Right.
no one would know the difference. They just say you just made it up because it's a mashup album.
Right.
And he's like, no, it's from another universe.
I
Trust me.
like the idea that somebody came from another universe and they were like, what message do you bring with us? And he's like, a new Beatles album.
Well, that's straight out of
Wait,
like.
wasn't there
yeah.
a movie that they did that they go back in time and they
Yeah. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
It's
yeah.
that, and it's also an American Dad episode
Yeah.
where Roger goes back in time and drops a cassette, and he's like
yeah.
revolutionary to start like disco and stuff.
Nice.
Because he got it from the future.
So the story goes, I have researched this story, is that
We've done this on the show,
This
I believe.
guy,
Yeah.
this guy, this interdimensional traveler was actually just a hitchhiker who didn't know he was in
Right.
another universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just hitchhiking, gets a ride. He's like, here, check out this album. And they're just like having a conversation. He says, yeah, you can keep the cassette. And then never sees the guy again. So that's how the story goes. It wasn't like some visitor came through this portal. It was like, I give you
actually
Everyday
nothing
Chemistry
came
by the
through except
Beatles.
a hand and a
Yes.
cassette tape.
That'd be awesome.
So that's how the story goes. And that nobody believes this guy because it's a mashup album.
Sure. Yeah.
He's just standing there, and just a cassette tape smacks him in the side of the head. What is this?
Well, they opened the portal only once on their side. And they're like, what do we have? What can we throw
through?
This.
He's like, my lunch. No, I'm going to eat that.
It's like, no, it's closing. Hurry up. I got this cassette. Why do you still have a cassette?
That's the
all right.
real question.
Yeah, it's
30
realistically.
It's the only thing that would fit.
It's a very square-shaped portal.
Little did they know it
rectangle.
was actually just a very advanced car with a cassette player. They didn't know it was a portal, so the guy just put it in.
Hey, where'd it
and
go?
it never came out. And he's like, "It's my favorite cassette."
Oh, where'd it go?
It's like the
gonna have to-
DeLorean of interdimensional travel.
Yes.
Never set your radio to
I watched
88.8.
I watched a little documentary on John DeLorean. Actually, it was really interesting.
How his car was so awful.
How did
No,
he
the car
feel
itself
about
was
the
actually
show?
really awesome. Like, there's a reason it was designed the way it was. It was like, it was ecologically sound, and like it was rust proof, and it was actually a good car. But because it was a new car manufacturer, he couldn't like it was just became this whole disaster. Like,
I wonder
yeah.
how he felt about Back to the Future, that they used his car.
I probably flattered.
I think he was already in jail when it came out.
He
wasn't
was, I think.
Yeah.
No, he got acquitted.
Did he?
He never actually went to prison. He was
okay.
sued, but he never went to prison. 31. The Large Hadron Collider summons the god of death.
Well,
Researcher.
that was
Well,
true.
that was
How you
the
doing?
goal.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, he was not in our
Andy's short
universe
for
until
A Death.
what was it,
Hey, God,
2009,
okay.
I think, is when they first turned it on. And like,
I believe so.
activated.
Yeah.
The researcher William Henry claims that CERN built the collider as a Stargate portal to summon the god Osiris or Shiva. He's not really sure.
Whichever
Whichever
one comes through.
Followers of this
Hedge
conspiracy
your
claim.
bets.
Little did you know it was
He's like-
80s.
he's
and-
going around with like a pool of money. He's like, "What you got? What you got? Yeah,
Which
yeah,
kind of
you
death
got-
is
you
coming?
got
Which
Osiris,
kind of death?
Shiva, Osiris, Shiva. Okay, awesome. We got 10 for Osiris and 2 for Shiva. Followers of this conspiracy claim it's no coincidence that there is a statue of Shiva in the front of the CERN building.
It's not a statue. She's just very still.
Shiva's a dude.
He was very still.
Yeah, I think most people don't realize that.
They
Shiva's a
were
dude.
very still. There you go. That's the safer way.
Yeah.
Just waiting. Just like, let everyone think you're a statue.
It's like one of those.
And then every now and then she's like,
yeah.
I wonder if anyone noticed.
Okay, so number 30, activists at geoengineeringwatch.org are adamant that the recent drought in California was engineered by the U.S. government, possibly as a form of food control. How? By using chemtrails, of course. I don't know how you connect water shortage with chemtrails,
I
but
can
you
connect
do
chemtrails to anything.
because they're
Indeed.
using the water
God
from
of
the
Death
reservoirs.
is actually farting, producing the
Chemtrails.
chemtrails.
Yes, everybody knows that.
And-
Did you not know
and the
chemtrails were
chemicals-
God of Death farts?
I do now.
Apparently this isn't as common knowledge as I thought.
Yeah, I don't know how they connect those. I mean, you connected them very well. That's fine. I mean, I believe it. Number 29, former World Bank legal counsel Karen Hughes claims that Homo capensis, a large-brained human species, secretly rules the world through using the world's key financial and religious institutions to make humans constantly fight each other.
And chemtrails.
And chemtrails.
I actually
the fact that this is supposed to be that type of large-brained humanoid.
I did
Yeah,
like
they're
it.
hiding it with a hat.
Yeah.
Just put a hat
Link-
on it. You'll be
Link-
fine.
Lincoln
Nobody just
noticed.
grow hair
Lincoln
and pretend
was
there's
one.
something in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
No, that is honestly the best way to control people. Make them fight, then they won't notice that you're controlling them.
It's true. Yeah, did you hear the
It's
thing?
literally
Did you
part
hear
of
the
the
thing that
empire.
Dan said about you behind your back?
Son of a bitch.
Um,
Then Gary's
No,
like,
no, but
"Now give me a
seriously,
soda." I'm like,
yeah.
here you go, Gary.
Number 28, the U.S. government has weather weapons of mass destruction. According to bloggers such as Bill Morgan and Michael Shore, the U.S. government has the ability to manipulate the weather. And Hurricane Katrina was created to destroy oil rigs to drive up oil prices.
I like it.
I think it's connected to the
Plus
HARP
chemtrails.
project in Alaska.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Cthulhu's being
And
summoned.
Tesla.
Through the Fargate.
The Fartgate?
Fargate.
Fargate.
Yeah, it's not a Stargate. We don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
joke
the
from an old
Space
show.
Gate.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
I was going to connect this
Star
to something.
Door.
I can't-
Chemtrails?
Oh, Tesla has a new movie.
Oh, yeah,
He
I
made a
saw
new
that.
movie.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
saw
it's
that.
like Ethan Hawke and
Yeah.
yeah. All right, number 27.
I hope they include his off switch.
He just comes with a hammer.
We can't turn it off. Don't worry.
We'll be sitting in the audience going, they watch our show.
I want to watch a show called Tesla, the Time Traveler, and that would be
That'd be
amazing.
pretty cool. Yeah. Wouldn't it just be Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Turns out Tesla was a Time Lord.
Yeah, the whole time.
All right, your groceries are funding terrorism. Such is a popular theory that
can see that.
Such is a popular theory that's been espoused by the website Boycott Halal and many other Islamophobic groups online. They say the money which big food / drink / toiletry companies pay to receive the halal certified seal is given to terrorist organizations because obviously, if you're Islamic, like
I think
obviously
people,
you're a terrorist.
Yeah, people have
apparently.
confused terrorism with it being a
It's 'cause
specific
we've
group of people,
associated,
not
yes.
an act.
Yes. Or,
You know, when people
or
say
an
it's an
extremist
act.
movement
No,
or a
no,
political
no,
movement. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, in the
Good
early,
argument.
I mean, in the early 2000s, that was the culture we lived in. It
Yeah.
was like, it was Islamophobia was normal.
Yes,
Like,
it was. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
That is how it works.
Yes. Number 26, Bigfoot is an alien.
Well, duh.
UFO
Yeah, that
researcher
makes sense.
Stan Gordon believes this because in the 1970s, he started noticing Bigfoot sightings in the same areas as UFOs. This led him to create a 24-hour UFO Bigfoot hotline, which still runs to this day.
God, we got to call them.
We should call them.
We
do
should
that.
call
Yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
On the show.
Have you found Bigfoot yet? No. Okay.
All right, we'll keep looking.
Keep looking.
Call him back.
Have a good day.
How about
How
now?
about
How about now? Like, nope. Number 25. In January 2016, One Direction singer Louis Tomlinson's baby was born. But some fans swear the whole thing was staged, according to a Tumblr page called The Truth About One
Well,
Direction.
obviously Tumblr, best resource. for
Lewis's PR
accurate-
team deliberately faked the story of him having a baby in order to distract everyone from the fact that Lewis is secretly having a relationship with one of his bandmates, Harry Styles.
That is hilarious.
Why am I posing with this baby? Just trust us. Okay.
Just
okay.
why is Harry Styles whispering sweetly into your ear? Focus on the baby.
Focus on the baby.
Didn't they do that in, I think it was Harold and Kumar, the Christmas one?
I don't know.
Where
I
they
never saw
run
it.
into Neil Patrick Harris again, and at this point he had come out as gay in
Right.
real
Yeah.
life,
Mhm.
but it turns out he did it because he was getting too many sexual harassment complaints. So that's how they explain it in the movie. They're like, "Wait, aren't you
That's
gay now?" And he goes,
fantastic.
"Yeah, well, you know."
Oh my goodness. Aren't you kidding?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
was
it's
he?
kind of like the reverse idea.
Was he
of that.
playing Neil Patrick Harris?
He was supposed to
in-
be Neil Patrick
yeah.
Harris in
In
the
the movie-
In the
in
movie.
both
Because
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
first Harold and
interesting.
Kumar,
Okay, yeah.
that's actually how he got his big break to get on
That
like
is
How
true,
I Met Your
yeah,
Mother.
yeah.
Was he was just the super high guy that picked them up.
Right.
But at
It's
the
just-
time,
yeah.
he hadn't come out as gay yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
so-
was just
and then-
Doogie. He was the guy who played
exactly,
Doogie.
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Is the Earth flat? According to countless YouTube videos, the answer is yes. Flat Earth theories are nothing new, but
Like
have
this
spread like
table.
wildfire over the internet. According to flat earthers, everything NASA claims to have done has been faked, including photos and videos taken from orbit. Why would NASA commit these frauds? To get money for their projects, which gets funneled on the sly back to the government, of course. Okay.
And chemtrails.
And chemtrails.
And chemtrails.
It's like, how do we make money? Let's tell everyone the Earth is
Chemtrails.
flat.
Oh.
Okay.
No. They tell
I don't
everyone
understand.
the Earth is round.
No, the Earth is round. Yeah,
Yes,
that's true.
yeah, not
yeah,
flat.
yeah, that's true. I mean, what? This is actually a very inaccurate picture. There's supposed to be an ice wall all the way around the flat
I'm just
Earth.
How crazy would it be?
I'm
Like,
just picturing like an atlas for the flat Earth, but it's just like a record player, like
yeah, you just spin it. Yeah. So
How
if
does
there's an
Brazil
ice wall,
sound
is
right
that kind of like in like Game of Thrones,
I guess.
right?
Were you here when we talked about who guards the ice wall?
No, that's why I'm asking.
NASA
that.
employees. That's the belief. That
It's like-
NASA employees are
Border Patrol.
guarding
They take the black,
That's
the ice wall.
and they have to guard the ice
Yes.
wall. Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
because of their watch.
Yeah.
Oh, my watch is now in. You show up as everybody dressed in like medieval furs and stuff. What is going on here?
It's like, so as NASA...
chemtrails.
Yeah, chemtrails, man.
Yeah.
It's chemtrails.
So obviously, if the Earth is flat, you can't go into space.
Yeah. No, you can if you walk through the wall.
Well,
But then
actually,
you fall off.
Then you fall off.
what
yeah.
you're supposed to do to get into space is you have all the people on one half
Jump.
at the same time and
Flings
just
everybody
launch
else. Yeah, that
everyone
was
up.
sweet. All right, everybody on 3.
1.
That would be the best thing
We're
ever.
just gonna mess with the people.
There
on the
is,
other side.
someone
It's
sent
gonna
me
be the best prank ever.
That would be.
Someone sent me a GIF. It was the
mean
Earth
a
like
GIF?
millions and
You
millions,
shut the hell up.
millions of years ago. Like it's like dinosaurs on the Earth, but it's
Okay.
a flat Earth.
Right.
Asteroid hits the
Yeah,
Earth.
Yes.
flings them. Yeah, I've seen that.
Flips
Yeah.
them off.
That's what I'm saying. How funny would that be if you could coordinate enough people to get on one side and then jump and throw everybody else into space?
Let's be honest though, with the average weight of Americans, we would be slammed
That's
into the Earth
true.
Well,
already.
when the
a good point.
pandemic really first hit and everyone really was like staying at home, seismologists actually detected a difference in seismic activity because of the lack of like movement.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
Flat Earth.
we cause earthquakes?
Yes,
That's what I
that
heard.
is the logical conclusion. Yes.
Yes.
Is that
And
we cause
chemtrails.
earthquakes. Yeah. And chemtrails. Obama traveled to Mars. This is number 23. Lawyer Andrew D. Basiago and friend William Stillings are self-acclaimed chrononauts or time travelers. Okay.
Good name.
The
Good name.
two men claim they were placed in a secret... were they the first surviving chrononauts?
Well, we're not the first ones to
Congratulations.
travel through time, but we're the first ones to survive it.
Oh, man. All right. The two men claimed they were placed in a secret CIA Mars program alongside a 19-year-old Obama. This program trained men to teleport to Mars in order to survey alien life.
And to set the markers for the nukes.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say for the record, teleporting and time travel are different things.
They're very different things. Well, maybe they did both.
Maybe it was a side effect.
Yeah.
But how would you know?
We're on Mars.
Because we
4
have no
million
concept
years
of
ago.
time over there.
Yeah.
Of time over where?
I mean,
On Mars, because we don't know anything there that we wouldn't be able to go, oh, look, this has crumbled down, therefore it's been a certain amount
what
of
if
time.
they've came back and they accidentally time traveled?
I don't know. Did they say that?
I don't know. It's a blurb, Dan. I'm trying to help.
I don't
Trying
know.
to help you get your
'Cause
mind
if
around
they
it.
came
time
back
travel
and-
confuses you
If
a lot.
they
it
came
seems.
back and Obama was president, then yeah, I'll give it to him.
Sure.
Yeah. We changed something in the timeline. Obama's president.
They're actually like, we're time travelers. We left, we went to a certain time, and we came back to the time that we left. But yeah, time travel.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Time travelers.
By that argument, when I went to
chrononauts.
New Zealand, I time traveled.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
And you became an evil version of yourself.
I think that's just myself.
I was going to say, did you just
An
like,
eviler version of yourself.
Just more
Because
of a dick.
yeah.
of chemtrails.
New Zealand does things to you.
Anyone on vacation came back more of a dick. That's weird.
Number 22, according to British historian Hubert Humbinger, Queen
love his name.
Elizabeth is a cannibal, and she...
I mean, that picture
Dis-
definitely makes her look like a cannibal.
Oh, yes.
I can almost guarantee that's her looking at a cow.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the Queen loves cows?
Oh, no. I don't know. She's like in full royal...
I'm going to murder you, most.
And she descends from a long line of cannibals. This is why she's lived for so long. She feeds on human flesh.
Everybody knows human flesh allows you to live longer.
It doesn't.
No,
Actually, you run
I'm
the
pretty
risk
sure
of
that's
developing
science.
more
No, that's
diseases.
science.
That's
Everybody
science.
knows eating human flesh makes you live longer. It's in the Bible.
That's our argument for everything, right?
Yeah,
It's
I had
in
to
the
read it pretty
Bible.
close, but it's in there.
I had to infer a lot of things that weren't actually there.
But
I
it's
had to
in
use a
there.
black
But-
light, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's my handwriting."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just in the
It's
Bible.
so convenient.
I wonder
Just
sometimes
human
with some weird theories.
I love this picture.
Oh my god!
I love
this picture.
this
I don't
one.
even, it's I just so we can explain it. It is a dinosaur,
like a
possibly
brontosaurus.
brontosaurus.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm not a dinosaurologist. Who is
A
helping
dinosaurologist?
to
Paleontologist?
build? No.
No, it's a dinosaurologist.
Dinosaurologist.
Who is helping to build the pyramids? I
Yes.
think, or he's
All right,
taking them
let's hear it.
apart.
No, yeah,
No,
no,
that's what
he's
it says.
he's laying
okay.
the top portion, which is clearly broken, on top of the final pyramid. So number 21. Some people believe dinosaurs helped build the pyramids. Even some professionals believe this. According to Professor of Egyptology Nabir Al-Samud, dinosaurs were tamed and trained to carry equipment much like elephants have done.
First of all, that's
See,
awesome.
that's
if it
pretty
ever
cool.
actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it's way more likely that it was just a giant rock and dinosaurs kept like scratching their backs on it and it just eventually like sanded it down
Yeah.
into like
Yeah.
and they were like, oh no, I'm starting to fall over on this side, let me go to another side.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
and then go down.
What
Yeah.
if? Stay with me here.
Okay.
The
Okay.
pyramids themselves
Are
were actually
chemtrails.
just meteors that conveniently crashed in that specific area,
I like it.
then
I like it.
the
then-
Egyptians hollowed them out and used them as tombs.
Love it.
Yes. We still don't
Even
actually know
better,
what's in there.
the Egyptians were in the meteors.
The meteors
When they
brought
crashed.
the Egyptians
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Egypt. I
So-
like it. Yeah, that's solid.
I would love for an ancient Egyptian who helped build the pyramids, who knew what was in there, who knew how to get in,
Showed up and it was just like,
showed up today.
What are y'all
they're
doing?
like, you guys have been studying this for how long? Over 100 years.
and you can't get in.
You still can't get in.
and he's like, hold on. Beep, beep. There, go in.
go in. It's not that hard. There's literally a door right there. Just my goodness.
I'm surprised no one has
people
come
in
up
the
with the
future.
theory of Egyptians were giants. And these rocks were just very
probably
small
is.
to them, and these were
sure
their
there's a
sand
theory.
There's
castles.
probably
Yeah.
theories about that.
Yeah, the Nephilim is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
connected
there's
to
supposed to be
the-
ancient
yeah.
giants. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 20, Finland doesn't exist.
I like this one.
It's a secret that Japan and Russia are hiding from the world. Japan can fish in that region of ocean without worrying about environmental repercussions, and Russia gets a cut of their fishing. Helsinki is in Sweden, and all border countries have signed a treaty to keep this secret.
See, okay, so
Yeah.
And when you go on vacation there, they just drop you off.
well, so while this
in
is
Sweden.
an interesting theory,
Yes.
and the idea that all of the bordering nations have agreed to this is fine, but I can guarantee some asshole would just be like, "No, what are you guys talking about? What the hell is Finland? It's not a thing, guys."
Eric!
Like,
Oh,
there's
I'm
no
sorry.
way
I'm sorry.
all of the people
No.
would not let it slip.
Well, he starts
Yeah.
saying that, and they're like, "Hey, here's some fish we found."
he's like,
Here's your
yes,
cut.
Yeah, it's like talking to
Finland
your
is
son.
totally
it's
a
like you're
real
talking to your
place.
son one day. You're like, son, there's something I need to tell you. We're not Finnish.
No.
He's like,
What? Where do we live then?
We're
we,
finished.
We are finished.
wow.
It's like we
The Finnish people don't
It's
make that
actually
joke. I
called.
don't know.
The reason why it's called Finland is because they're fishing there, and they were like, "What should we name this?" Well, fish are
Fishland.
fins,
Fishland.
and we're
Finland.
pretending that there's land there.
Ah, there you go.
Finland?
Finsland.
All right,
No,
stay with
Finland.
me here. Fish have fins.
They're like, well, we've got Finland and Gilland, and that just sounds weird. So let's go with Finland. Like gills.
No, I got it.
Well, check everyone's bank accounts because you have to pay people to keep a secret.
That's what
like
I'm saying.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Bear with me.
Make bank off of that fish, though.
Yeah.
Only the governments know, and everyone else
Believes that Finland is a
believes
place,
it's
yeah.
there because of chemtrails.
Okay, because of chemtrails, and Walt Disney was contracted to build on all these borders, like
Disneylands.
various versions of Finland.
Oh, I see. But it's more of a facade.
more of a
You get like
facade, yes.
a couple of feet in,
Yes.
and it's nothing.
But everything is like scaled to look
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah. If anybody could do it, it was Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he never bought an island and just made Disney
Or a country.
Island.
I
Honestly,
just called it Disneyland.
Well, no, he would buy an
Disney
island.
World.
Name it.
Yeah.
Make it
He
a
was
country.
working on a city of the future.
he was, yeah. That's what
So-
Epcot
Yeah.
is supposed to be married
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. An actual like functioning city of the future.
We go long enough, there probably will be an actual Disneyland. It'll be a country.
yeah.
People
Yes.
will live there.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a
Huge fans
faction of the
Disney,
United States once we go all Mad Max and all this.
Yeah. I don't know. President Icke would be,
Yeah.
Bob Iger would be president.
No, he'd be emperor.
He'd be emperor.
Emperor Iger.
Emperor Icke.
Emperor Iger.
And that's where they film all of their movies.
Yeah.
Like everything is done in country.
Like, yeah. What do you guys
But
think
it's no longer
of
movies. It's
yes.
essentially the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
actually.
That would be really cool.
All right, we're making great
This
ideas
is a
here.
brilliant plan. I don't know where they would put it. Maybe wherever Finland is supposed to be.
Well, no, that's their next acquisition. The United States.
United States.
They actually build their own island. They're like, all right, we're going to need to buy a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
Uh-huh. So we have a shipment of 4 million tons of dirt. Where would you like it? Right over there.
Just
Thank
start
you.
pouring it in
Just
the
start pouring
ocean
it,
until
yep.
you see it again.
They did it in Dubai.
It's true.
Number 19, according to conservative broadcaster Alex Jones, Joan Rivers was murdered, and it was arranged by the Obamas in retaliation for Rivers revealing that Michelle Obama is a trans woman.
This is a
I'm
very
sure there's a source for all of this.
this is a very
Alex Jones.
This is very involved conspiracy.
I'm just
My
going to say,
goodness.
that kind of conspiracy is essentially going, oh, hey, we're actually very accurate with all of our ideas.
no.
Oh yeah, we're extremely accurate. You can depend on this show for facts.
Disney is building a country. Confirmed.
Give it enough time. I'm telling you, we've been doing this show long enough. Some of our jokes are going to become reality.
And then everyone's
At
going to
some
say
point.
we
we predicted
prophets.
it.
Yeah.
Profit. Oh, I was going to go with like very accurate conspiracy
I like
theories,
to think
but
I'm a prophet
profits.
personally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
For the
when-
god of death.
let's be honest.
For
There's a
yourself?
very fine line between conspiracy theorist and prophet.
It's true, actually.
The line
it's true. That's
is
a pretty good
accuracy.
I was gonna say, that's
Accuracy.
pretty good. Yeah.
But you make enough predictions, you're bound to get one of them right.
Exactly. I mean, Nostradamus. A lot of people see him as a prophet now, but back then he would have been a conspiracy
He's just a
theorist.
nut
I think,
job.
I think we're 2, maybe 3 elections away from seeing a female president. Like, there's a pretty good chance.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yep.
Within the next 300 years, you'll see a female
Within
president.
the next 4 million years, mankind will become extinct. I mean,
4 million in
I
1
know.
year. Someone's like, that
Yes.
son of a bitch.
I don't
He's
even give
so
it,
wrong.
I don't even give it that long, honestly.
yeah, I know.
The rate we're going.
But
Well, I
we'll,
believe
we'll
we've
end
got
up
till
warning
3012.
everyone. It's
That's
like,
what it is.
why do we
3012.
want to go to Mars? Why do we want to colonize the galaxy?
And I'm like, to nuke it.
To nuke. Well, I was going to say, like, well, our sun's going to blow up. It's like, that's not a good enough reason.
We got a daughter.
First,
Number 18, according to Paul Craig Roberts, a columnist for Ron Paul Institute, the Charlie Hebdo shooting was a false flag operation masterminded by the U.S. government. Actually, I'm not familiar with this shooting at all. He believes that the U.S. carried out the attack in order to punish France for adopting an independent foreign policy to, quote, place France under Washington's thumb.
George
That's not
Washington,
entire-
who's still
He
alive,
was still alive
mind you,
in Epcot.
in right next to Disney.
Right
Because
next to
he's
Disney.
been eating people.
Yes.
So that he's lived
Yes.
forever.
Yes, it was during
No,
during
wait.
the war that George.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
The queen is George Washington.
The Queen is George Washington.
No, it was during the war that George Washington discovered the elixir for immortality,
Okay.
which is eating human flesh,
Okay.
as everyone knows.
Yeah.
You just ground it up, put
secretly-
it in a blender.
Yeah,
Cost.
yeah.
I was gonna say the cost is his teeth, like your teeth.
Yeah, right.
melt
Well,
away.
yeah, obviously there's some
Yeah.
side effects.
kinda
But
like meth.
he has secretly been running the country ever since. The queen
Okay.
got word of it
Okay.
and
Okay.
then also became a cannibal.
I would
Okay.
love to see like a super like top secret underground newspaper
Okay.
with information like this.
This would
What
be
are you
great.
reading today? Oh, I see. Washington has been eating people, and he said it's very rejuvenating. So I think I'll give that a shot.
What if there's like an alternate dimension that every time a conspiracy theory exists in
It's
our
actually
dimension,
accurate in
it
another
actually
dimension, yeah.
becomes
Probably.
I've actually thought that about movies and like TV shows. Like in some, because you like according to string theory, like the multi-universe theory.
Yeah.
It's an endless sea of possibilities.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
It's like if anything could possibly exist within like universal reason, it exists somewhere in some time in some space. So in some universe, Iron Man is real.
Right.
In some universe, the Power
Elon
Rangers
Musk.
are real.
I want to go to that.
It's also
In
Elon
some
Musk.
universe, but But the theory goes, like, in some universe out there somewhere, Iron Man as Tony Stark, the events that take place in the movie actually happened.
Right.
That's
And
like
our lives are the comic books.
yes, exactly.
Wow, that'd be
like,
boring as hell.
Have you?
Here, all right, another theory. Elon Musk's son is actually a Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's his model name.
Yeah. It's
model
like
number.
an organic Gundam.
Yeah, and he wanted to see if he can get citizenship.
Mechanical
Yeah.
Gundam.
I would love that.
That would be sweet.
That
Yeah,
should be
it'd be
really cool. I hope you did that, Elon.
Number 17, anti-Catholic activist Alberto Rivera blamed the rise of Nazism, communism, and Islam on Jesuits in the Roman Catholic Church. His source, files from Vatican's secret underground archives that he claimed to have seen while he was a priest. So can you give us proof of these documents? No. Can we access these documents? No.
So
I
it's
kind of want to become a
Scientology?
priest just so I can visit the archives with
There you
him.
And then
go.
realize there's nothing there.
Yeah,
It's
it's just like, all right, where's the secret crap? And they're like, what a secret crap?
It's actually a nightclub for the
Yeah,
priests.
yeah. They're like, what are you talking about? We don't have any
we've got
secret
we've
stuff.
got some Reader's Digest.
Yeah, I
over
mean,
there,
that's
like
some
you
old
can-
highlights over there. Like a dentist waiting room.
Exactly. But no, like the papyrus, like all of your ancient documents, your
the
scrolls,
aliens, that
like,
sort of stuff.
I
the
actually,
aliens. Oh my goodness, yeah, they're right over there.
Yeah,
See-
it's in the forbidden section over there.
Forbidden in that section over there.
Little did you know, actually, Scientology, that's actually what's down there.
Oh yeah.
And he found it and was revealing it to everyone, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, no, that can't be right. And he's like, no, I found it in the catacombs.
Below the Vatican City.
I'm surprised they don't call them the
It's my
Vatican.
It's not offensive at all.
I wish that they called
know
them the
that.
Vaticombs.
Oh,
that would be so
nice.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Missed
wonder what else is down there.
opportunity.
That should be a TV show.
The Vaticombs?
Vaticombs. Yes.
I'd watch
like
that.
So many great TV show ideas. We're gonna get ripped off so bad. Somebody's gonna watch.
Somebody's
the show.
gonna get
Like,
it, yeah.
Okay. Number 16. Palestinian authorities are adamant in their belief that Israel has been dumping aphrodisiac gum in Gaza to boost the sex drive of young people and quote corrupt them. Pretty
Fun
sure
fact, if you do that, you just cause them to multiply.
that's true.
No, we've been countering that
So,
with a different
I
type
don't-
of gum that makes them all sterile.
But
But that one ended up killing a lot of them. So we've been countering that with
yes, yeah. Went
There's
too far.
so
You
much
went too
gum in
far.
Gaza.
it's a slippery slope.
Pretty sure you don't need to give young people aphrodisiac gum to make them like
horny.
yeah, not at all.
No, it's
pretty
called
sure you
puberty.
you put them in close proximity to one another.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Put on some Barry White.
it's very white. Actually,
Light
they'd be
some
like, "Who is
candles."
this?"
Sorry, nowadays,
yeah.
put on some like
Tupac.
lo-fi,
Tupac,
lo-fi
yeah,
chill
Tupac.
hip hop.
I love this classic rap. Number 15, Jewish mind-controlled sharks.
I don't know what that is, but I like it.
This is my favorite so far.
In 2010, a series of shark attacks occurred at the Red Sea resort town Sharm el-Sheikh. In an interview with Egyptian news site Auram Online, South Sinai Governor Mohammed Abdel Fadil Susha speculated that the Mossad was using GPS to mind control the sharks in order to use them as bioweapons to decrease tourism in the region. So it's all about tourism.
I have this image of like a bunch of people out on a beach and like a rabbi comes out and it's just like,
They're like, what's going on?
and all of them have like curls.
yeah. The Orthodox
Oh,
ones.
the
heavy
Orthodox sharks.
ones, yeah.
That's Jewish shark.
Oy vey, we're being summoned again. All right.
And mine was offensive. My
Yeah. All right. Number 14. The transvestigation community is dedicated to the belief that most, if not all, public figures are secretly transgender, having been born the opposite gender to which they now claim to be.
Intriguing.
They dutifully analyze facial features and shoulder length ratios to hide the fact that they're going through some kind of weird transphobic panic. So we have Angelina Jolie in this picture, Dwayne Johnson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Taylor Swift, Leonardo DiCaprio, Charlie Sheen, Matt Damon, Donald Trump, Megan Fox.
Okay, I'm
Like,
sorry.
If
You were
Dwayne
going
Johnson
through
at one
them.
point was a woman, that is the best
Oh yeah.
operation I've ever seen.
Yes, the most convincing.
That is the most convincing.
yes.
I'm just gonna say real quick for those of you who can't see this at the moment, Gary was reading left to right and got to this girl
And
that
then
he
switched
could,
around.
and said to Charlie Sheen, I'm like, wait a second.
I can't remember her
Charlie Sheen
name. I
right
can't
there.
remember her
Jennifer
name.
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of the
Jennifer
names
Lawrence.
said
Charlie Sheen.
Was Charlie
Katy
Sheen.
Perry, and who is that? Rihanna. Okay.
Gary,
Yeah.
Gary,
that's
pick
our
up a
list.
People magazine once in a while.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, I've been spending too much time in the catacombs.
God of death.
In the Vaticombs.
Vaticombs. Vaticombs. That should be the theme song.
Vaticombs.
But it's shot like a four camera sitcom.
I like it.
Yes.
And then we have a
Okay.
laugh track.
You have a laugh track. Yep.
Guys, it
Yep.
says here that the cannibalism is the secret to immortality.
Oh,
No,
man.
really.
Like, no, really. I like the giggle. Number 13. FluorideAlert.org is a community that approves and spreads the theory that obviously they approve it if they're spreading it.
They
The
disapprove,
theory
but they
that
still spread
the
it.
Fluoride found in tap water makes people more obedient to the government, so the government can control them. According to their research, fluoride reduces IQ in children, which makes them easier to manipulate, which when they grow up. They strongly believe fluoride is the biggest environmental pollutant since the Cold War.
I like it.
Yeah, that's an old theory.
Yeah, I was just I've heard that one a long time.
cannot
Yeah,
comment
that
on
one.
this.
We did that one early on in our shows.
Fluoride, yeah. Yeah, I think we did. The whole theme of that episode was like poisoned food or something. It was
Something like
something's
that.
in our water,
Well, that is
yeah.
because I believe in that one. We also went through like MK Ultra and
Yes.
stuff.
Yep. Experiments being run on,
Yeah.
on people. This is a recent one that we learned recently that I absolutely adore. The NASA Blue Beam Project. According to the late journalist Sergei Monast, NASA is planning on projecting giant 3D holograms of religious figures into the atmosphere to initiate a spiritual apocalypse among world religions. Now, the other time we researched this before, it was just Jesus. That was their theory. It was just going to be Jesus,
Right.
and it was a front for the devil.
Right.
Anyway,
I would
you
love
say?
if they were doing that for different countries and then they put the wrong one.
like,
no!
no,
They're Buddhists there.
They're
They're not
Buddhists.
Christians.
What do they care if Jesus is in the sky? They're like, oh, look,
Like-
giant Jesus.
okay, all right. And so they're like, oh, they were right.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, that one's interesting. Giant holograms, because
That's not how they do.
yeah. All right, number 11, is Paul really dead? It doesn't actually matter since the Beatles never existed at all.
I like that. That's a good
I love all the
argument.
Beatles theories.
Okay.
Like, of all the theories and conspiracies, why the Beatles? In
Yeah,
fact,
there are so many bands and a lot that did a lot of very big music that
Yeah.
a lot of people know of.
right,
No, Beatles.
the Beatles. Yeah. In fact, all of them were replaced multiple times by new sets of people who were very similar but not quite. The website thebeatlesneverexisted.com covers how their heights, eyebrows, teeth, and ears changed over time, proving they couldn't possibly be the same people.
I mean, all of
And
that
I'm
is
just gonna
science,
say,
bitch.
I'm just gonna say,
I like the way you said
if the
that.
Beatles do not exist at all, how do you have people that you're making other copies of?
They're just, it's like casting for a show or something. I think.
Like the monkeys.
But I'm saying if
Yeah.
they never existed,
Monkeys were real.
how did you get them at the first place?
oh, I see.
To have
I
to
got you. I got what you're
replicate.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning they have to
There
have
had to at least be
existed
an
An
original
actual
core
band.
set
to have
Yeah, yeah,
thought
called
of
the
them
Beatles.
That's
to
true,
know
yeah.
that they would not
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah. You got like Ringo Starr's like,
This
"Hey,
is
I
the
just wanna
only
quit
one
the
that-
band. He's
Yeah.
like, don't quit yet. We got to find your
Yeah.
replacement.
Yeah. But
this
his real
is-
name was like Paul Stevenson.
It's like
Whose name Ringo?
It's actually
His name's
Paul
Ringo.
Starr and Ringo McCartney.
Ringo McCartney. Number 10, Vladimir Putin poisoned Hillary Clinton.
He didn't do a very good job of it.
No. Forensic pathologist Bennett Amalu believes Putin slowly poisoned Clinton, possibly with Trump's aid. This explains
Of course,
why
that makes
Clinton-
sense.
This explains why Clinton fainted in September when this last election.
they didn't
Yes,
do a
that
very
is
good
the
job.
only reason someone can faint.
They didn't do a very good job of it.
No.
I bet it was Trump's fault, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're like, did you give her all the poison? He's like, oh, I gave him everything. It was huge.
was
She's
huge.
gonna die very soon. Trust me.
And you did it every day for a week. Wait, what?
Yeah. No. I gave her the right amount. Don't even worry about it. But you got to keep giving. No. Trust me. I had some of my people look at it. It's fine.
It's fine.
No, there's actual rules. No.
No. Speaking of Donald Trump, number 9. Donald Trump is an alien.
And from Mars.
And from Mars.
We need to nuke it.
Okay. After studying a NASA rover photo, Scott Waring, a blogger posting on UFO sightings daily, shared that he found a perfect likeness of Trump on the surface of Mars. He theorized this may mean Trump is an alien, saying this would explain Trump's magical power in his voice that causes mass hysteria and loyalty. And that he may be part of a group called the CTR, who are said to exploit the human race for financial gains. So what this proves is that there are copies of Trump. Because if Trump's head is currently on Mars.
Yes, on Mars. Yes. So I have an image of ancient Trump on Mars. Listen, we're going to go to Earth. Eventually, I'm going to have towers of gold and become their ruler. It's going to be huge.
So he was there like Thanos. He wiped them out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Also, I'm going to be in a movie called Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
However,
that was his master plan.
Unfortunately, the scene's going to be cut.
Cut from future releases, but still, it's going to be good.
I just love the rock is just a lump, and they just...
Well, remember the one where we saw it was like Nessie on the moon?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
You remember that one? And you're just looking at like dirt, and then they did an outline.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I love those.
Just squint and look really close. Oh yeah, I see it. It's right. No, not right there.
No, I see him. He's right there.
No, the other one. Looking at that's kind of like your first time looking at a sonogram. You're like, "There's the baby." That's not the baby.
That's not the baby.
This is the baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like that's the baby over here. Like that's the baby.
Huh. But he's adorable.
What am I looking? What am I? Oh, every time.
Yeah.
The parents are like, "Oh, it's so cute." I think.
It's like the Friends thing where Rachel's like,
yeah. I lost it again.
I lost the baby. It's right here, honey.
Oh, I see it now. Do you?
No. Number 8, the Nazis hid UFO bunkers in Antarctica. This is connected to the Hollow Earth theory. UFO chasers and YouTubers Secure Team 10 claim that Nazi-built UFO bases can be seen in NASA's photo of Antarctica. Furthermore, John Kerry's 2016 visit to Antarctica was not to examine climate change, but to view the bunkers.
I'm just going to say,
it'd be great
if this one was real, the rulers would make sure that you thought climate change was real, because otherwise they would melt and the bunkers would be revealed.
That is true. Mm-hmm. But it'd be awesome if they were like, we have photographic evidence, and then they actually have like, it's a bunch of UFOs with like a Nazi swastika. There.
The UFOs
I'll give it to you.
swastika.
I'll give it to you.
They just look like circles when they're spinning fast.
Yeah, so like tops.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, actually. Yeah. Not the swastika part, but
no.
The fact that it looks like a UFO.
I mean, technically, the swastika was like a actual emblem. It was part of the U.S. military. It was like a badge of honor before the Nazis grabbed it. Not a badge of honor. It was like a unit.
It was a peace symbol,
or something.
Right?
It was
no. A reverse swastika is a peace symbol. I think you're thinking of the Iron Cross, which is also a symbol used by the Nazis, but is technically, used by other militaries.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking then.
Number 7, Michael Jackson was killed by the Iranian government. As reported by The Telegraph, many believe that Mohammed Ahmadinejad had the king of pop murdered so it would distract people from the ongoing protests in our country back in 2009, and it worked. Okay.
We're having too many protests. Someone go kill Michael Jackson.
Yes. No!
They're like, someone go give me a hat. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
All right, so we're in agreement. It's either between Michael Jackson or
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. No, I don't think we're going to get the right level we need with Matt Damon. Let's go
Did you see the Bourne movies? We don't stand a chance.
Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan?
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
It's got to be a Michael.
It's got to be a Michael. Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas?
I mean, he's going to die soon anyway.
Oh, man. All right. Number 6, in 2000, an article on WorldNetDaily.com stated the U.S. Customs Service and FBI were investigating claims that Saddam Hussein was buying thousands of PlayStation 2 game consoles.
Son of a bitch.
I do actually remember this. I think I remember this. According to the article, the government believed that he was going to MacGyver the hardware to some sort of WMD.
I'm just going to say, based on the fact that the PlayStation 2 is the best-selling one, if they had somehow made this work with the PlayStation 2s being like the trigger devices, it would have worked.
So you buy them all, you create them into IEDs, and then you resell them.
We do not condone these actions.
We don't.
No, not at all.
However, if you think about it, genius.
Or the reason
mean,
why
also
the
this-
sale numbers are so high are because he bought
Saddam
so
Hussein,
many.
yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Maybe he just wanted a bunch of PlayStations.
He wanted to play with his friends.
Yeah,
And-
I mean,
I
at the
play-
time, yeah, the internet wasn't huge.
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
Like, why do you need so many? I play Angry.
I like to have a
I-
PlayStation in every room, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many rooms do you have?
Have you ever seen his palace? It was huge.
Huge.
It was huge. It was the greatest palace ever.
Number 5.
My
According
hands are normal
to
size.
I thought you were gonna go there.
number 5. According to TitanicUniverse.com, the Titanic was sunk to eliminate opposition to the Federal Reserve. This is a new one.
I've never heard that one.
Founding the Federal Reserve was part of a Jesuit plot to take control of global finance.
Well,
Always the
everybody knows
Jesuits.
that, yeah.
Always
Didn't
the
I-
Jesuits.
Say
That's in the
this as
Bible.
a joke in a previous episode
I don't know.
I don't know.
about
So-
them killing off the rich people.
No,
That's why
well,
they.
we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. So key opponents of the Fed, John Jacob Astor, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Isidor Straus, had to be killed. They were invited aboard the Titanic, and the captain, secretly a Jesuit, made sure the ship sank. So yes, basically.
Interesting.
The thing about the Federal Reserve, it was established in order to replace the gold standard. Like when the Federal Reserve
Yeah.
was established, we went to the fiat currency system. The American people were labeled, what's the word I'm looking for?
Terrorists.
No, no.
Martians.
Collateral. So basically, like the American people are collateral for the Federal Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
So
When we're in debt, they're
sleep
like,
well
hey,
at
Arkansas,
night. No,
sorry
yeah,
guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we can't pay you back, but we'll give you Kansas.
We'll give you Kansas. Trump again.
Yeah. If anybody's going to give away Kansas, it's Trump.
Yeah.
You know, honestly.
You're gonna love it. It's
didn't
huge.
He try to,
It's huge. It's a great state.
didn't he like try and buy like Greenland or
Something
Iceland or
like that, I
something?
don't know.
Oh my goodness. Number 4. It wasn't Mark David Chapman who killed John Lennon. It was Stephen King. Why? Because
Interesting.
Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan wanted it done. Chapman was an actor who looked just like King. Oh,
Wait.
Okay, so
Oh,
it.
all
That's
right.
it. It was just okay.
Like they hired
I-
Stephen King. They're like, we need someone assassinated. Get me that horror writer.
Wait, who? Because it was a long time ago. Stephen King was not the renowned
That is true, yeah.
like author that
what
he
year?
is.
What year was he killed?
John Lennon. I
don't even know.
1967.
What? What year? Sorry.
Is that true?
What year?
We'll find out.
Oh my
I was going to
goodness,
say, 'cause
cannot
if
I get it
Stephen
right.
King's first books came out in the 70s, I believe, early 70s. Could have been late.
It's hard to
70s.
type when I can't see my keyboard.
Yeah, well.
1980. Yeah, okay, so he was.
I mean, I
close.
guess,
Yeah.
but yeah, why
That's
would you go
close.
for the horror writer? It's very strange.
I don't know.
Sorry, keep going.
They had their
I'm
reasons.
a Stephen King fan, and that actually sounds like a great idea for a book.
writer.
That's actually why they did it. They're like, hey, we got an idea for a book. They
It's his
didn't
last
tell him they
book.
were going to
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his last book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. That'd be awesome.
Like, we're going to
Mr.
have this
King, if
other
you're-
guy do it.
If you're
but
watching the show, call me.
they were like, you're the first person to write this book that survived.
Number 3, some believe that the king of gonzo journalism, Hunter S. Thompson, was assassinated for saying 9/11 was an inside job. Much of the theory comes from the account of Paul William Roberts. He claims Hunter had been writing a story about the World Trade Center and discovered hard evidence that the destruction was caused by explosives in the building's foundations.
It was evidence that was turned on. Hard evidence.
What?
Why did you have to do that hand motion?
Oh my
That's
goodness,
a
what is
hand
happening to
motion.
this episode?
Sorry, go
Okay,
ahead.
number 2, forget the moon landing hoax because the moon doesn't exist.
Everybody
Well,
knows it. It's a Death Star. Everybody,
hologram.
it's a space. Yeah.
And it's
Ooh.
it occasionally
Yeah.
they have it's solar powered. That's why it tends to fade out everyone like once a
Oh,
month.
the lights are
And
going
then
out.
it fades back on. They're like,
There you
okay,
go.
we got
So
power again.
gotta
It's
recharge.
going down.
So it goes
Going
to
down.
the sun,
Yeah.
which is where have you seen like that sun image with a little circle draining power from the sun?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, it's the moon
Yeah.
getting power from the sun and then coming back.
So that it can get full again
Yep.
before its battery drains.
Yeah, that makes sense.
1972, Soviet scientists theorized that the moon is an ancient extraterrestrial spacecraft. 2013, big jump in years, a YouTuber or a YouTube user named Crow777 publishes a number of videos claiming that the moon is actually a hologram being used as a cover-up.
The very famous YouTuber
Conspiracy theorist David Icke agrees, saying that the moon has either been destroyed, altered, or colonized by aliens.
I want to see how many.
David
subs
Icke
this
is
guy's
also
got.
like the premier reptilian theorist. So
I like the idea that it's an ancient extraterrestrial spacecraft. I think that sounds really cool.
that sounds
Hold
more
on, what is
accurate
it?
than just a random celestial body. Like
Yeah, lame.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a moon, a normal moon.
He has 181,000 subscribers.
That is no moon.
And all this promotion, and still only.
I bet that's.
181,000
I bet that's this promotion was why
Yes,
he has.
I
I
that
gotta
many.
follow this guy. He's obviously on the up and up.
Yeah. Back to the Future predicted 9/11 and everything else. We are at number 1, by the way. A YouTube series by Polarization Nation Media claims that Back to the Future predicted 9/11, the 2005 London bombings, the Paris attacks, and more through coded messages and clock imagery. This, quote, McFly code is said to be part of a communication network used by undercover terrorists and hints at future disasters.
So the idea is it's a secret code in the movie itself.
movie
I was
itself.
going to say, because I've seen Back to the
Yes.
Future several times.
Yes.
I own the
88
Blu-ray trilogy.
minutes.
And yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember them ever talking about the Trade Center, or the World Trade Center.
No, that's
or
why it's
anything
the
like
McFly code.
that. Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Which
It's
would
like
also
a
make great series,
subconscious.
Yeah. I was going to say, because I own those movies. I watch them all the time. And I've never felt the urge to destroy anything outside of the normal
That's 'cause
amount
you're
I
not
feel
looking-
to destroy things.
That's
Well,
'cause
the
you're not
normal
looking for
amount
it.
is
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of the McFly code.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So, that's our list.
It was
What do you
huge.
think? It was huge. It was 36. It was 36 items.
It was the
long.
best list ever.
I actually did really enjoy this list. I thought
It was a pretty
really
solid
good. I thought it
list.
was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I feel like the writer or the people who created some of these really do not like the Jesuits.
They don't. No.
A lot of conspiracy theorists don't.
Yeah. Yeah. In the same way that we don't like Nazis or I don't know. What else?
I was
It's like
expecting
the
more
same
Nazis.
thing.
I was
Like,
going to be honest. I was
people-
expecting more of these to relate to Hitler
or
and
people
the Nazis.
in generally just people in power are at the heart of most conspiracy theories.
Generally,
you know?
yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
well, if you're in power, obviously you are
Alien.
you're
Lizard
an
people.
alien, lizard person, a
Evil.
robot, a clone.
Just evil in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Member of the Illuminati. I'm surprised the Illuminati didn't get
I didn't
mentioned
see- I
even
didn't see one of
once.
They actually wrote
That's
this
sad.
to try and get people to forget about the Illuminati.
The Illuminati
Maybe.
was created by whatever actual shadow government there is.
Yes. Yes. Which was created by
The alien.
the aliens, which were created by
Chemtrails.
The lizard
chemtrails,
angel shapeshifters.
which were created by
Jesus.
which were
It all comes
It
back.
always
to
comes
Jesus.
back to Jesus.
I think my favorite thing out of this whole thing was Yuri Gagarin only as the first man to survive.
I
in
like the
space.
wording. I love the wording. To survive.
Oh my goodness. I mean, technically, you're like what the 31st? Yeah, 31st human into space, first man to survive.
They're like, we send a bunch
Yes.
up, and then we were like, you know what? Maybe we should send animals. It's
Well, no,
cheaper.
they were like,
cheaper.
Yuri was like, so I was the first one to survive in space. They're like, no, actually, we had a dog that did pretty well.
It did pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well.
Came
yeah.
back with some really severe radiation poisoning.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, he survived.
But he could go invisible
survived
and like
for
create
a
bubbles.
while. Yeah. So have you solved the? Have a good flight.
See you later, clunk.
You signed the waiver, right? Yeah. Launch.
Yeah. See you later, comrade.
It was Russia. They didn't have waivers.
No.
They just showed up to your house
We
with a
signed
gun.
your waiver for you.
Soviet
Yeah.
Russia waiver signed you.
Well, I think my rights speak. Your what? Your what?
We don't have those here.
Where do you think we
That's a
are?
man.
This is
Fantastic
Soviet
joke.
You
Russia.
think this is fancy New York?
Oh, we're gonna get attacked by Russians.
Just our show.
Just our show. They're gonna come busting through that window.
Screwed. Oh
can
my
take 'em.
goodness.
You could take.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use you as a human shield. So
I like the PS.
You're not getting much protection.
Gary as a weapon.
I am a weapon. Yes.
I throw Gary at them.
Do you have to roll for that first?
I'm pretty sure it's improvised.
Gotta do a
I'm
strength
at
check.
disadvantage. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, that was a good list.
Good list.
I liked the cosmonaut one.
Yeah.
A lot of these we've done before.
Yeah,
Some
I
of
was gonna
these
say,
I've
we've
never
heard a lot of them,
before.
yeah.
Although the Saddam Hussein
I
PS,
didn't know that
buying a
one.
bunch of PS2s. I didn't
Yeah.
know that one either.
Amazing.
Donald Trump,
Trump
is an
on
alien
it
from
being a Martian.
Mars.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Beatles have just been replaced repeatedly. Yeah, water. Yeah. Jewish mind control sharks. That's awesome.
I love anything that comes back to like sea life being controlled.
Yeah.
Yes. I love how
Because
none
it's
of
always
these...
sharks and dolphins and whales.
Well, they're the
Yeah.
smartest.
Oh, yeah. And none of
Never-
these...
What are you going to do? Have attack hermit crabs?
No, but you get that gloctopus.
No one would guess.
Not only are we mind controlling the octopus, we've trained him to use handguns. It is
like,
devastatingly
No
effective.
safeties.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I love how all these theorists like don't apply Occam's razor at all.
No?
It's always obviously the most complex theory
Yeah.
is the real one.
Well, it's the most...
Occam came up with his razor.
It's,
Wait. Let me finish. Occam came up with his razor to get people to stop looking at the
okay.
conspiracy theories.
Yes,
if you think
that's
about it,
right,
that's
yeah.
actually what
He was an
happened.
Illuminati
Yeah,
member.
that's what happened.
He's
They
like,
went to him. They were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Occam, buddy, bro,
Hey.
can you come up with a razor real quick?
So he had a one of those like epiphany moments in a
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Where he's like, I just can't solve this problem. I can't come up with anything. He's like, I just think you just need to cut through the problem. That's it. I'm going to call it a razor.
having a headache.
It's like-
a headache with pictures.
But-
An idea?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. But Occam, why do you call it a razor?
Stupid.
That's not important.
Occam's blade? No.
That does sound really cool.
Occam's sword? That's what we don't know. There's
Yeah.
Occam's razors, but there's other ones.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
the
after they
Oxford
said
Blade.
those, and he was like, those are so much better.
It's like, I've already got it published. Oh, whatever. So, those are our theories for today from cracked.com because we've jumped the shark on this show. You're
Well,
welcome.
because we were so serious before.
Oh, yeah, so serious. Let us know what your favorite theory or idea from this list is in the comment section below. And if you want to expand on any of them, please go ahead. That would be amazing. Who else is from Mars? Which other politicians went to Mars?
What else did chemtrails cause?
Everything.
That too.
Chemtrails are from Mars.
Chemtrails are from Mars. Those airplanes,
Confirmed.
they're from Mars. Yep.
Confirmed.
Intergalactic chemtrails. As always, you can find Dan. Where can I find you, Dan?
Twitter and Instagram at Dante Producer.
Oh,
and
that
on
was
Twitch.
sultry.
That's Silu91, CYLOO91.
Oh, nice NPR voice.
Thank you.
Andy.
You can find me at For I Am the Andy on Instagram and Twitch at Silu91, but the zeros instead of O's.
You can find me on YouTube at Film Circuit, Twitter at Film Circuit, and Instagram at Northward Films. Yeah, I believe. Also, side note, I got so sick. I was listening to NPR the other day, and I got so sick of the NPR voice, I actually was starting to get irritated.
That's funny.
It's like when they have guests on there, they tell them you cannot speak above
At
this
normal
octave.
volume. Yeah.
I was like,
Don't
oh
speak
my
like a normal
goodness.
human being, all right? I need you to talk like this.
Sound check. Anyway, I actually started to get very frustrated.
Thank you
Okay.
for watching
Thank you for watching this episode.
Bye.
this amazing episode.